Hi, I'm Virginia, and I am going to show you how we make some of these original creations. Each one is unique, and most of the wool hats that we felt start from yarn. Crocheting, using a hook, following a pattern, and counting your stitches and making various stitches to make hats shape into various designs. This hat is just started. I'm making it fit this wood block that you saw previously. This particular hat was this big when I got finished crocheting it. I used this hook, plain old yarn, and made 60 rounds of different stitches. It takes about 8 hours for me to crochet that much. So I've crocheted this one. I'm going to now take it to my washing machine and put it in the washer with hot water and some mild soap and probably a couple water bottles or maybe a pair of jeans, and I'm going to beat it up for about 20 minutes. Take it out, test it, see how much it shrunk, probably put it back in again. When I take it out the next time, it's going to be this size. Now this particular hat and this pattern requires you to put a cord in it in about 25 to 30 minutes of running through the washing machine. Put it on a block similar to this, put it out and let it dry. This is another crochet that's going to become a kind of like a bucket hat with a roll brim. It'll probably end up looking more like this hat. Just think about the size and think about the size and the process that it goes through, the washing machine. You can do it by hand if you want to stand at the sink and rub and rub and rub and squeeze and push water through it. But it's all the water going through it. Taking those wool fibers, angering them and making them stick together and draw together. We also finish the insides of these hats with a little elastic band, with the Peter sham, with a drawstring in it so you can take it up if it's not the exact size. I don't embellish a whole lot on the hats that I do, but I do some, and embellishing certainly makes a difference in your hat. I'm going to finish it off with some other wool, which is called roving, and this is raw wool. I will use it to find my prop here. I will put part of the hat over a spongy block, and I will take this device, which is a needle felter. It's got very, very, very sharp, long needles, and I will punch, 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 punch until I get that all punched through. This process can also be incorporated into this type of hat. This is totally made, no yarn. It is made of wool, but it is wool that looks like this, wool that we buy by the ounce. And you pull it apart, you put it over a block. You start out with just a small piece and you start poking and poking and poking and poking. Layer another layer over it and poke, 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 poke. When you pull it off, depending on how dense you make it, it stays together. You can feel this, it's pliable, but it's stiff. You can make it any colors you want, any shape you want, depending on what you use for your base to get them to stick together.